We're here today to talk about the school leaver schemes offered by Deloitte. We have a Bright Start and Scholar scheme. We're just going to answer a few questions to give you an idea of what they're about.
If we start with the Bright Start scheme, it's for school leavers. It's a 5-year structured programme where you work towards professional qualifications.
So I'm on the Scholar scheme, and this involves a 30-week paid placement in one of the 4 service lines: audit, tax, consulting or corporate finance. You then also have the opportunity to return for summer placements each year whilst at university. I think I've set myself on a great opportunity here and feel I'm really set up for the future.
Jamie and I have been working at Deloitte for 6 months now, and I would say that so far it's just been a great way to socialise and meet new people.
Over the past 6 months at Deloitte, I've just been surprised at how fast everything moves. Since finishing training, I've been on client site, learning massive amounts every day.
On my first day, I was allocated a buddy.
It's a great team atmosphere, and if ever someone needs help, everyone's always willing to do that.
Coming straight from, well, all of us actually, coming straight from school, having never worked in a professional environment before, you immediately have to grow up and know who you're surrounded by and the situation that you're in. So I think I've changed in that respect with learning the balance between, having fun and actually working hard.
It's helped me recognise the importance of networking and having those professional contacts there to help you through your career, perhaps on different client engagements and things you'll always need participation from other teams.
I've learnt to be a lot more proactive, so before I was just taught stuff at college and I just had to write that down in an exam, whereas now I need to sort of go and make it happen myself, otherwise stuff just doesn't happen.
It's also important to note that as a Bright Start, you're not limited to a particular set of tasks. There's so much going on around you, especially on client site. You can always help out with more senior members of the team and get involved with what they're doing. So there's a massive range of activities which you could potentially be doing on a day-to-day basis, and they're very rarely the same.
In the Scholar scheme, the type of work that I've been involved in involves different clients coming in every single day with something different to offer. I think that's a great thing about Deloitte, on the Scholar scheme in particular. You constantly have exposure to different clients and different work.
For the Bright Start scheme, I think one of the main benefits is the exposure you get to a whole range of clients across many industrial sectors.
I think in terms of the Scholar scheme, the massive benefit that we have is that we still have the ability to go to university and experience that, but that we've had this experience straight from school, so we know what's coming, as it were.
The main benefit of being on the Bright Start scheme for me is the fact that I'm kick-starting my career, so I'm already ahead of the game. People coming out of university, they'd have their degree, but then I would have had 3 years of experience in a big firm. I already would have worked with loads of clients and learned a lot of industry knowledge, so I'd have that kind of head start on everyone else.
I had this impression of joining the Bright Start scheme and being in a classroom for the majority of the time. However, as I say, after those initial 6 weeks, you're out on client site and you're actually doing real work, and that was quite surprising for me.
Yeah, another thing is that you're kind of juggling the responsibility of learning towards your professional qualification and then also doing your client work. So it's kind of really the responsibilities that you'd have in normal life. So you'd go to work and then afterwards you'd study for your exams. At the end of the month you can take your exams and then do some more work.
I chose my scheme so that I had Deloitte on my CV, I had that extra experience and maybe potentially even somewhere to come back to after university and to make it a lot less stressful.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And also for me, on the Bright Start scheme, after university, I'd essentially be doing the same thing anyway, and I saw it as being quite risky coming back at graduate level and having to apply when it's so competitive. Whereas if you can get in early and kickstart your professional career, it just seems to be too good an opportunity to miss out on.